The year is nearing its conclusion, yet the criticism from certain circles towards Indiana Fever star Caitlin Clark persists. Recently, Clark was honored as Athlete of the Year by Time magazine. However, Washington Mystics owner Sheila Johnson expressed her disagreement, suggesting that race played a role in Clark receiving the accolade and that the entire WNBA should have been recognized instead. Johnson quickly faced backlash for her comments as fans and Clark's fellow athletes rallied in support of the Fever Guard. Former NBA player Matt Barnes also joined the conversation, condemning Clark's detractors and highlighting her significant influence on the WNBA. He noted the challenges of Clark's role as a national figure. "She's caught in a tough spot. She's criticized regardless of her actions," said Barnes on the All the Smoke podcast. In light of the recent criticisms from Johnson, 44-year-old Barnes praised Clark as the WNBA's golden goose. While NBA ratings continue to decline by over 30% as they search for successors to LeBron James, Kevin Durant, and Steph Curry, the WNBA has a golden goose within their league, added Barnes, who secured a championship with the Golden State Warriors in 2017. He acknowledged that Clark wasn't the sole contributor to the WNBA's elevated status this season, naming Las Vegas Aces star Aja Wilson as the league's top player. Nonetheless, he emphasized that 22-year-old Clark has brought a great deal of opportunity and increased revenue to the WNBA compared to any other athlete. Instead of diminishing the significance of her impact, embrace the journey and make the most of it to demonstrate to fans why they should have been tuning in long before Caitlin's arrival, stated Barnes. Former Iowa head coach Lisa Bluter asserted that Caitlin Clark has done the most to elevate women's sports since Billie Jean King, as she responded to Sheila Johnson's remarks. After an extraordinary tenure at Iowa, Clark graduated as the all-time leading scorer in NCAA history. The top overall selection in the 2024 WNBA draft, Clark excelled on the court, earning WNBA Rookie of the Year honors by averaging 19, 2 points, 5, 7 rebounds, and a league-leading 4 assists per game. Clark guided the Indiana Fever to their first playoff appearance since 2016 and is at the forefront of a women's sports revolution. The 22-year-old's distinct appeal translated to the professional realm as well, with Clark's Fever consistently breaking records for the most viewed WNBA games in history. This year, there was a breakthrough for the WNBA, thanks to the influx of new players, Johnson told CNN. It's not only Caitlin Clark, but also Angel Reese contributing to this wealth of talent. While the intention behind Johnson's remarks is commendable, given the remarkable talent and star presence in the WNBA, Clark stands out as the driving force. Many have countered Johnson's statements, including Clark's former Iowa coach, Bluter. "It's absurd to me that anyone is trying to detract from something that's so positive for your sport right now," the 63-year-old remarked to Sports Seriously. Clark is someone who has truly contributed to athletics, aided women's sports in a manner that few have since Billie Jean King. So let's join the effort and make her life a bit easier, because she is benefiting all of us. When Caitlin's success shines upon her, it illuminates all of us. I believe everyone else should better appreciate that. Bluter recently concluded her coaching career after being with Iowa from 2000 to 2024. She led the Hawkeyes to consecutive national championship appearances, losing to LSU in 2023 and South Carolina in 2024. Meanwhile, after receiving the award, Clark promptly redirected accolades as she reflected on her role in the league before addressing race. She noted that the WNBA was built on Black players and acknowledged that, as a white person, there is privilege A viewpoint that many admired, considering the challenging path she has navigated throughout her exceptional rookie season. Caitlin Clark garnered attention after being honored as Athlete of the Year by Time magazine. The Indiana Fever Guard not only drew global attention towards herself, but also raised the bar for the WNBA after becoming one of the highest-paid athletes in the world. Caitlin Clark is currently in a relationship with Connor McCaffrey. Connor McCaffrey's brother seems to be influenced by his potential sister-in-law, Caitlin Clark, as the Butler Bulldogs forward excels on the court. In a recent interview, Butler Bulldogs head coach Thad Matta discussed one of his standout players, Patrick McCaffrey. The 24-year-old power forward is the brother of Connor McCaffrey, the Butler Bulldogs assistant coach. With his impressive performance on the basketball court, it appears Patrick draws inspiration from his popular would-be sister-in-law, Caitlin Clark. Thad Matta spoke about the athlete-sibling pair, Connor and Patrick, emphasizing that their relationship does not interfere with their practice sessions. He noted that even though they are brothers by blood, they have always remained focused on the sport. The 57-year-old coach stated, "There are instances during practice when you wouldn't know those two are siblings. As hard as Connor is on Patrick, I think it's beneficial for us. It enhances our program overall." According to the Butler coach, Patrick has developed into a skilled three-point shooter on the team. He currently holds the second position in the East Conference. Patrick McCaffrey's consistency is clear, as he has successfully maintained an average of 9 points per game. The McCaffrey family is comprised of skilled athletes. Fran McCaffrey, the father of Patrick and Connor, is well recognized for his tenure as head coach with the Hawkeyes. Recently, Connor McCaffrey discussed his brother Patrick, who plays power forward for the Butler Bulldogs. He stated, "When he arrived here, we spent a lot of time together, be it watching sports or coming here to play ones." Patrick added, "He's been my older brother my entire life. He would direct me, advise me on what to do, and often raise his voice at me." Patrick has openly expressed his game approach and is committed to playing correctly. He mentioned, "I always aim to play the right way, avoiding excess. If you're open, take the shot. If not, pass. Winning is the goal in every game I've played throughout my life." The aim was always to win. Whether it was a board game or a card game, the goal remains to win. Butler Bulldogs coach Thad Matta opted to substitute Greg Oden with Connor McCaffrey, and the outcomes have been positive since the older brother understands his younger brother's potential as a basketball player. Clark graced the cover after her impressive rookie season with the Indiana Fever. The former Iowa star has helped enhance the WNBA's image since being selected #1 overall.